Oh my God.
Stop! Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Stop. Stop. Well, let me cook for a second. Just let me cook. I don't even need to say anything. I'm not going to talk about what James just did. I already know that who he is. I'm talking about that fat fuck who thinks he should be an MVP. Who thinks he should be a back-to-back. I'm talking about that fat fuck who calls himself the process. He needs to put his fat ass on a treadmill and process himself down 50 fucking pounds. What the fuck? Never in my life have I seen a player talk about, oh, I want to be the MVP of the league. I want to be the best player ever. I want to be the defensive. And then he comes out playing like a fucking loser. A loser. That's what that nigga just did today, bro. I'll never take that nigga seriously again. Never again. Never again. Because there's no possible way as a grown man you come out there and play like that. And what the fuck was Doc thinking? This is one of those nights, right? This is one of those nights where you just don't even put that nigga back in the game because he didn't want it. He didn't want it. You saw James out there cooking and you put that fat-ass, ball-hogging-ass, bitch-ass nigga in the game? For what? So niggas are talking about that, James. He damn near turned the ball over. He trying to fucking skip it. You saw how fidgety he is? That nigga don't want it. Niggas out there, oh my God, how many fucking times is he gonna fall on the ground when he doesn't get a foul? I've never seen something like this. Then you got his PR team going to the fucking TNT talking about, oh, he falls on purpose. He falls so he doesn't get hurt. Get the fuck out of here. How about you don't run into two niggas at once every fucking play and maybe get your ass up and your team will be able to get a stop. There were two fucking plays I remember vividly where Brook Lopez is shooting a wide open three because Embiid on the ground holding his hand. Who putting his hand over his eyes like he got hit. Get your fat ass up. Get up, nigga. They literally cannot get a stop. The team is playing 5-on-4 every time he shoots the ball. He's turning it over. His eyes are god awful. He can't see anything. His handle stinks. It fucking reeks. Defensively, I'm not even going to comment on what that nigga did defensively today. I can't even get the words out. I can't even properly articulate how fucking mad I am. I wasted 2 hours of my fucking life watching that nigga play basketball. I can't even. He is so bad, so lazy, so unathletic. He doesn't want it. He doesn't. And I don't want any nigga to ever compare that nigga to the nigga in Denver. Never. I never want to hear that comparison again in my life. It's a stratosphere. A stratosphere between those two niggas. He'll never close that gap. Never. He don't want it. He doesn't want it. He's out there. Wow. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I can't believe Philly fans. I can't believe I know people who even dare put him and Jokic in the same conversation. How do you let a 33-year-old man who came up, his leg has been cooked for 2 fucking years, come in your building and outplay you 2 games in a row, vividly? I'm damn near questioning, can Harden ask for a trade again? Would you niggas clown him if he did it again? Because everywhere he goes, someone is unserious. Some way, somehow, somewhere, someone will be unserious about the game of basketball. And it's Joel Embiid. He comes into the offseason. He said nothing but, I want to be this, I want to be that. I want you to get up and play some defense, nigga. How much is it? NMC, I should have listened to you. I should have listened to you when you called that nigga a fraud. I should have. I said, no. He was injured. He was this. He was that. No. No hand injury, no face injury should ever cause you to not want to play basketball because he wasn't playing basketball today. He's catching the ball. He's demanding that he touches the ball 3 plays. What he foul baits, still has the ball. I'm seeing one of Maxey, Harden, or Tobias wide open, and he shoots it. And he shoots it. And he breaks badly. Then if he's not falling on the ground, he's walking back. He's a rim protector. He's the 7-footer. You're not some guard where it doesn't matter. You are a center. You're the team's rebounder, the team's rim protector. Get back. Has no one told this fat ass who he is? This is a grown man. What year is he in? 7? 8? Solo. Call up your boy KD. Please. Call your boy up, bro. Get us back. Get us back in Brooklyn. Because I can't do this again. Not another game of this fat ass trying to think he's playing basketball. Call Kevin right now. Tell him we're sorry. We're so sorry. Bring us back. I can't do it again. He comes. Oh my God. Bring him back, please. I'm begging you. Because there's no way a grown man would come out and play the way Embiid did today. No way. No fucking way. There's no way.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Embiid is not serious.
I wanna ask you a question now.
What is it, bro? What do you want?
Can I get an apology for you saying he's better than Kevin Durant?
You know what? Let me make this apology to all of you right now. If I ever in my life said Embiid or argued with you, said Embiid was this, Embiid was that, I'm sorry. I was dumb. I was acting like a redacted. I'm so sorry. He's not him and he will never be him. I don't care about his knees, his hands, his face. Boo-hoo, nigga. Come and play some basketball. It's a damn shame that I'm watching Harden in year 14 care more about the game than you. He has no reason to be moving around the way he is, and then you're out there playing like a loser. I'm at a massive loss for words for the performance I just saw. Nothing but... What was the worst play today? I think the worst play today was when Javon Carter was face guarding Tyrese Maxey, and the nigga's trying to... He just hands Javon Carter the ball. So 1 minute you want to be a guard and dribble up the court. You want to dribble 15 feet up the court. Then you're like, oh, wait, let me go actually pass it to my point guard. Then you want to pass it. This is the second fucking game in a row where he turns it over in the inbound. He's a super... apparently, he's a superstar. That's what I've been told. He's supposed to be a superstar. I've seen too many niggas this summer hype him up to be this league's MVP. They were going to give him a pity MVP. That's what niggas have been telling me. He's not even good enough for that. Fuck. Oh, my God, bro. Shit. Damn, dude. Solo, call your boy, bro. Bring us back, bro. I'm not going to do this. I'd rather play with James Johnson and DeAndre Bembry and have to deal with this shit. No fucking way, because at least those niggas care about the game. Sorriest excuse for basketball I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Ass, bro. I do for a fact when I see Embiid throw that turnover, when I see Embiid not want to inbound the ball, it was refs, bro. This nigga Embiid said, "Hey, look, I'm the big man, but I'm going to go up the court, let Maxey inbound this bitch." He hit the ball out of bounds before he even fucking went to inbound the ball at the last play of the game. Y'all see that?
The worst play I saw was when he got doubled, face guarded, and just decided to shoot it, bro.
Then that nigga said, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna shoot this ball instead of giving it to Harden." And then that's how they got the lead.
Harden was wide open on the wing, and he got doubled on the right side, and he was just like, you know what, I'm just nigga Embiid is I died.
Serious,
bro. This nigga's getting trapped. Me off too,
he's
bro.
getting trapped, and he's refusing to pass. He passes like he's in 3rd grade, dude.
That's
and
my MVP,
you're right. He is by far the league's worst playmaking superstar. And since we just hand that title out now, Swiper might have been on something, bro, when he said this nigga wasn't a super. He definitely was on some shit. On that good shit.
He was on that
There's no way a superstar can't read a trap. Can't read a trap? What is this, year 8 for this nigga? And he's still coming up the court looking like a toddler. You have to teach him the basics of the game. Wow. Wow, I'm really at a loss for words. I'm smiling. Trey, I'm smiling. I can't have a smile through this.
The thing that just bothers me is
why did you not get back, Kyrie? Why?
It's really just the fucking effort.
Hey man,
it's that effort on the defensive end where it's like niggas are just getting wide open looks, or this nigga's like getting beat. Like he's not doing. I don't know what this nigga Embiid just does for majority of the game. Like he's just like roaming around, not playing defense, not closing out. This nigga is going under screens. I know they're probably especially against the Bucks, unless like especially because Chris Middleton's not there or Drew Holiday. Like that's a game where you can get away with a lot of just like sitting or going under and just like all that shit is acceptable, bro. But this nigga is not closing out. This nigga is sagging so far removed from the paint. Brook Lopez getting just open looks. Like that nigga was playing some of the laziest defense I have ever fucking seen.
Defense?
Bro.
No, basketball. Some of the laziest basketball I've seen in quite a long time.
Yeah, that nigga, bro.
And the fact that Doc had the audacity to reward that nigga with playing in clutch time, taking away James's possessions after he was bailing you out time and time again. Don't put that nigga in.
I'm gonna keep it
a team worst minus 40 in the 2 games that they have played. In the 2 games. I don't know how and I'm gonna keep this shit a buck. This nigga has been a awful defender. And he's still somehow outplaying Embiid. I'm talking about Harden, though. He's been an awful, and he's still out there outplaying Embiid. That is monumentally low of a bar. It's so low. It is so low. The low he has to be better than. The bar he has to be better than. It is so low. We are just I don't even care for the shooting performance. I just want the nigga to look like he cares about the game. Just look like you care. He don't even want to be out there, bro. He's getting punked around on the block by anybody who can go an elbow. Anybody. Shaq's out there. See, you saw what Shaq was saying. He's calling that nigga a pussy.
Yeah.
He's a pussy. Because God forbid, this would never happen to the guy in Denver. I'm not going to say his name. Y'all know who I'm referring to. I have never in my life seen him get pushed off his spots. Never. So frequently not understand how to handle simple rotations, simple digs. He gets guarded like some 2K player, like some 2K bot. You just say go double those niggas and you're getting immediate stops. It's that also doubles trash and he fails to comprehend what's happening. And I don't want to hear the Doc Rivers thing today, Lo, because Embiid was getting deep
no. Today I like Embiid was just so late on reading doubles that it was actually fucking embarrassing. Like the doubles were coming and he's like, bro, you know where they're coming from. You're reading them this fucking late. You had the space. Nigga, he knew Maxey. First of all, that last possession where they passed it over to Maxey, he was already like a whole second late on that pass. But and got bailed out because that ball touched that nigga's hand.
He's so lucky the NBA this summer decided to say, yo, bro, last summer said we're not going to do 2-minute reviews anymore because that would have been Bucks ball.
Oh, so they don't do it anymore.
No, they don't. No, for anyone who is confused, in the summer of 21, because of that Clippers and Suns series, when they kept reviewing out of bounds plays, they changed the rules to say you can't review it anymore. You can only review with a challenge. So niggas were like confused. That's why they don't do it anymore. They changed that shit like over a year ago. So yeah.
But long story short, yeah, it was he got lucky. He got bailed out. Harden actually came to play and played like massively.
That nigga became Michael. I'm not even joking. He became Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter.
Literally hitting every fucking midi imaginable.
That nigga had set a career high in most middies he's made in his life.
Yeah, and was doing everything that he was doing exactly what the defense was giving him and converting on it, and did it partially while Embiid was off the fucking floor.
No, the run happened. He tied the game when Embiid was off the floor when they were down by 13. No, mind you, it was a 2-point game when Harden went out, and it was a 10-point game when he came back in.
Yeah,
he's done nothing but try his hardest to carry this disgusting excuse of a fat ass loser superstar, Joel Embiid. And he won't even give him the dignity of trying. I don't care for missed shot. Try. Please. Yeah. That's all we ask. Will, you're saying it. Will, request so you can come up, bro. Please. Will, please. How many more times can someone get me Kevin Durant's phone number, please? Please. I'm begging you.
Hell, no cap. Hell, that nigga's nasty, bro.
Get me Kevin Durant's phone number.
Hey, bro. Hey,
wow.
bro.
Yo,
this nigga Embiid, bro.
Hey, Ash, I got you called.
This nigga Embiid, bro. Hey, look. Hey, Ash, don't kick me when I say this, bro. But low key, bro. This is karma for how he played in 2021 at the beginning of the season.
No way.
Karma, bro.
You're out of here.
Karma, bro.
Come on now. Come on.
He's gone.
No way you said that.
He's gone.
He budgeted him, I can't lie.
He's gone.
Yo, come on, my nigga.
No fucking way you said that. Classy, you're gone too, nigga. You're gone too, nigga.
Ash, relax.
No, nigga. No, I'm not taking that bullshit.
Hey,
look.
Free
my nigga Trey.
You said what, Will?
I said Embiid gotta see us, bro.
He gotta see me, bro. He gonna see me.
This is now 2 games in a row, Mr. Embiid, that you did this bullshit, bro. You gotta see me, and this is two back-to-back James Harden masterclasses, bro.
Earlier, bro.
Nah, no funny shit though. No funny shit.
This nigga Embiid's processing in terms of reading defenses and what's being thrown at him takes so long.
It takes so long.
Yeah, I don't know. So long, and he ends up shooting it anyway. That's the funny thing. He ends up shooting it anyway.
The Celtics game was a clear indication.
This man Embiid gotta go, man.
Like this.
There was one play where he don't even want to play
basketball.
and Brook Lopez.
I just gotta say,
no.
He had
I got a question.
Like, them niggas,
how much of this?
not even
How much
just
of this
Embiid,
do
bro.
you give to Doc Rivers?
The nigga don't.
There's like 3 people talking, so we gotta do one.
We don't need everyone talking.
KB, finish what you're saying. Then we'll go to West. Then we go to I think it's Conto. I don't know.
Conto. Yeah.
So KB, then West, then Conto.
Wallah, oh my goodness.
Are you saying Wallahi? What are you?
No, I'm not.
Bro, there was a play. That's all I have to say. There was a play where literally he went into the low post. He got like a double team on him, Brook Lopez and Giannis. The nigga went up on both of them, and PJ Tucker was wide open in the corner. Like he could have made a simple pass, like the simplest of pass. Yeah. But he's so slow in terms of processing defenses. That is crazy. And then as soon as like he falls to the ground on offense, he won't get back up. Like the fast break will start, the fast break will end, and you won't see him like at all. It'll take him like 10 seconds to get up and down the court. Like it's crazy. I don't know. It's just I've never seen anything like this in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Jason Tatum might take our nigga's top fast spot, but we will talk about that another day.
Is Embiid out of shape?
I mean, I don't know what it is, but the nigga he don't look like in shape. What do you guys say?
I just wanted to know, like, how much of this do you all attribute to Doc Rivers, and the overall coddling from the Sixers organization? Like, how much of that is there for?
What I'll say is the Sixers definitely aren't doing Embiid some favors, right? But like Doc has played a very stagnant style of basketball. Like niggas are trying to say it's a Harden thing. Like it's not. Like It doesn't matter when he's on or off the court. They're coming up the court and they're looking only for Embiid post-ups. They're not running any off-ball actions. Last year, you can just go watch last year's film. They're running 21, delay, Spain. They're running plays for people to come off of screens, come off and flow into an act. They're not flowing into anything. They just come up the court and have Embiid, either if he's not setting a screen, then he's just demanding for the ball 20 feet out so he can go do his shows, which he's been horrid at. Horrid. He's done nothing but get trapped and fail to understand what the defense is doing.
And look, somebody's got to tell him. Hey, yeah, 7 foot center.
No,
but he thinks he's Kevin Durant.
Yeah, but to answer your question, a good part of it is Doc. But why I won't be blaming Doc for today's losses is, at least mostly, is because Harden came back and got them this game, and then Embiid came right back in and then fucking sold it. And Tobias Harris as well. That I cannot believe he even like dared rotate.
13-0 run for Tobias Harris to brick a wide open three.
I couldn't believe it, man.
But then also, even I agree that the offense is stagnant. And yeah, that nigga Doc Rivers is running 1997 basketball. Like, I don't know what the fuck that nigga's doing. But it just still doesn't absolve.
He's managing personalities. He's not coaching. He's there to manage personalities.
No, and that's fair, but it doesn't absolve Embiid for not reading the defenses properly, not knowing where double teams are coming from, because like everything today, like everybody knows what the Bucks do defensively. They leave weak side open, or they have weak side split, and then they drop coverage on every screen. Like that has been who these niggas have been for like 4 or 5 years now. People know that. So that it doesn't take that hard. It doesn't take that long for you to understand where the defense is coming from. But also, even if Embiid shot as poorly as he did, I might be able to just chalk it up to just a bad shooting night. It's just this fucking lackadaisical, this lazy ass defense this nigga plays, bro. That and I know for a fact this nigga Doc Rivers isn't telling this nigga to just leave people wide open. Like I know he ain't doing that. So like at the end of the day, yeah. That nigga's off the fucking rocker. Kanto, go ahead, go.
All right, listen. I watched the end of the second quarter, the second half, and I seen it yesterday. All I have to say is, listen, a lot of these niggas are a bunch of fucking potatoes. They don't do shit. Like, I'm tired of it being, all right, ISO ball Harden, ISO ball Embiid. Because listen, Embiid was fucking shit. Like, I admit, like, Embiid, he was fucking shit. That shit, my heart is still fucking beating because of the fact that he really fucking took all them shots and he was tired of shit. Anyways, I just feel like a lot of the moments like that we haven't, like in terms of Sixers losing, a lot of these niggas are not playing together. Like the fact that we even came back, as you saw, like Harden scored like 9 of those points by himself, like straight up, because niggas not doing shit. Like Tyrese Maxey is trying, but like, come on now, Tobias Harris look scared as fuck when he's isoing. Like, bro, it's like overall this team is not like a fucking team. It's just a bunch of niggas that want to score by themselves.
Well, before we go to the next person, let me challenge that again, like what was said, and I've been saying this for like especially since last year. I agree with you that yeah, you're right. Like it's like they stand around not doing nothing, but I sincerely believe that's just Doc Rivers' offense. I think that nigga just has it to where his offenses have always been very, very pedestrian, mundane, routine. Very easy to read, just fucking high pick and rolls, maybe a pin down here and there, but it's like one dimensional, and it never flows. It never flows from one thing to the next into another counter. Like it almost never does that. So I agree with you that they probably are. They just standing around just looking at these niggas. But is that not just Doc Rivers' offense?
It is Doc Rivers, but now this isn't me giving Doc Rivers credit at all, because again, that nigga, I can't even say nothing, bro. Like Doc Rivers is shit. But like I don't know if you was watching it on TNT. Well, you had to because you're not in Philly. But anyways, like the announcers was even saying that like at certain points he was literally trying to draw up plays, and Embiid, Harden, all of them, they just start isoing. Like he was losing the shit like on the sideline. And although like it was leading to scoring, at least on Harden's part, it really goes to show like I feel like overall this whole team together is not really a team. Like Doc Rivers wants them to do one thing, the players are doing another. Then, like I said, I know it's his offense, but it's just so frustrating. A lot of these niggas just feel like fucking potatoes.
No,
bro.
my issue with that is that when you're watching these games, right? To me, it very clearly is Doc, right? Even with more Harden scoring possessions, right? The stark difference in how they're playing just from 6 months ago, dude. Like this is clearly a coaching thing. Like in terms of how stagnant this offense is, you can just go watch their playoff game. That's all you got to go do. You can go watch them. They're actually moving. They're running. They're making plays. They're not some motion. They weren't some motion team. They still had a lot of isolation, still a lot of primary star advantage creation, right? But it's still it wasn't just this come up the court and then pray Embiid and Harden do something. And you clearly can't keep going to that if Embiid's gonna play like a fucking loser, right? He's out of shape. He's something. No, but I get it. I get it, right? Like they don't look like a team. And even when Doc's calling a play, shit's not working. But I'll then also challenge it with this: how many times? And this is gonna be on Embiid again. What can Doc do when his main screen setter wants to screen like he's? Nah, I can't.
Retarded, like he's dumb.
Exactly what I was
that's the other problem. He don't fucking set screens. That nigga is so prepared to roll to the back. And that nigga is.
Joel Embiid is AD. Damn.
Joel AD. Well, I see AD set some clear screens tonight, but yeah, AD do the same thing too.
I'm just talking shit.
No, but AD do the same thing. It fucking pisses me off. This nigga Joel Embiid does not set screens, bro. This nigga is so prepared to just run to the basket. I saw this nigga. Him and Drew Holiday played around the fucking.
You mean flow, right? You mean flow to the basket.
Are we trolling
right?
in the second game of the season?
You mean float, right, Lo? Because he's not running to the basket.
In the second game of the season.
You know what?
Trolling.
Embiid is trolling in the second game of the season.
Are y'all fucking fans, or y'all just looking from like 20 to 50 miles? 50 million miles.
I'm in Houston, so I kind of am.
Do y'all watch the game?
I'm a basketball
do y'all watch
fan.
the
What
Sixers?
Embiid is doing is not playing defense.
Do y'all watch the Sixers?
Yeah, I watch them.
Yes.
You can't watch the
Sixers.
What was your takeaway from this game and last game?
This game, he played fucking lazy on fucking defense. But I'm not talking about his defense. The fucking headlines say Embiid is washed. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's playing like he's washed.
He's playing like he's washed. He's playing.
It's just a
he
joke.
starts
It's
every
satire.
season
Nobody actually
slow.
thinks he's washed.
If you watch Embiid, he starts every season slow. His slow against Boston was 26 points, 15 rebounds, and a couple of assists.
Give me that
That's
fucking.
slow.
Oh my god! Yo, wait. So
come on.
So
stop.
wait.
Stop.
So does efficiency not come into play when we just looking at counting stats?
Yo.
Are we just counting? Hey, 26 and 15 sound good. Well, that 26 and 15 come on 40% shooting. Then what?
What? Say again?
I said, are we not counting efficiency? Because what if that 26 and 15 come off 40% shooting?
Of course we count efficiency.
And what if it's coming off of last game? What if it's coming off last days with defense where you drop that 26 and 15, but you're not going up the floor to play defense? Instead, you're flailing around and flopping and laying on the ground because you're getting mad at refs because you're not getting calls consistently. Like, who cares if you're dropping 26 and 15 if you're playing like Embiid has been playing the last 2 games?
Stop. But my point is,
what do you mean stop?
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Absolutely asinine.
They both said it's satire. So now you have to answer that question. I answer my question.
No. He's playing bad. He's playing as if
he's not playing good. But he's
so what's the opposite of good?
No, he's been terrible, my
nigga. Bro, you're stuck on semantics. You're stuck on semantics.
He's been bad.
They already said that wash is satire. It's an exaggeration.
He
starts off every season.
No, I don't give a fuck about how he starts off every season. What does that say about an MVP candidate who comes into the season playing like a fat ass? What does that say?
Also, he shouldn't. Well, just with real talk. He shouldn't.
Also make NMZ co-host, please. Thank you.
All right. If he shouldn't.
Fuck.
He just shouldn't come into the season playing like this because every year he doesn't have. He's not on a team with potentially another top 10 player. He's not on a team that has legitimate title contentions. Like he should at some point in his fucking career, he's gonna have to start taking this shit serious from start to fucking end.
Really?
You have to.
Can I?
I want y'all to keep the same energy when we get rolling.
Can I
keep the same energy?
They're gonna get no. Stop. They're gonna get rolling when that fat ass, that sorry excuse for a man, starts playing like how he's supposed to be. The $36 million he's getting paid to do, and it's play like a superstar.
I'm gonna just be
You're
honest.
not gonna come and tell me that this nigga is, because I've heard too many of you Philly fans talk about this nigga for too long.
It just shouldn't be accepted that y'all are accepting this nigga coming.
You cannot
come
on this
into what you call it, bro,
and say he's been robbed of an MVP. Say he's supposed to be God forbid, a back-to-back MVP. Say this, say that, and then make these sorry excuses. I'm not gonna sit here and argue semantics and intangibles because I don't like to do that, right? I'm not some 50-year-old man. But what I will tell you is that as a man, you do not come out there with 14 other people on your team, with your head coach, and you come in there playing like that, and then talk about, oh, it's fine, we'll be better later. What happens if the Sixers turn it around, right? They get all their wins. Next thing you know, if they had just won one of these games where Embiid was playing like a fat ass, they'd be the first seed. But they end up losing to a worse competition because Embiid didn't want to man up. What happens then, nigga? What you gonna say then?
This is not the year to bullshit and throw some games over. Like
we'll try again next year. James is 33. You can't come in with the mentality of next year.
This is not a year to just bullshit some games because this nigga decided not to take it serious in the beginning of the season. It's just not. Like dead ass serious. I've said this before. I'll say it again. There more than likely will be 12 teams in the NBA that will win 50 games or more. The conferences are stacked. There's like 4 or 5 teams who legitimately believe that they should be competing for a championship. You cannot just fucking piss away a few games in the beginning of the season because you decided not to take this year serious. Like you just can't.
We can't even legitimately confirmly judge how the Sixers are playing because Embiid isn't helping them in any. He's an active negative. Plus, minus, whatever you want to look at, he's been a clear negative this season.
And all we saying is just give effort. For most of the part, what we saying, the effort that this nigga is providing on the defensive end has been atrocious. It's been atrocious.
I kept watching Jan. I'm seeing Brook Lopez out sprint him. How old is Brook Lopez? Someone come off mute and tell me how old Brook is.
Do y'all have y'all spaces where you actually have a conversation or you mute half the time?
Yo,
no. I'll tell you what I do. I mute niggas who don't know what they're talking about. That's what I do.
Can y'all have a conversation without muting?
I'm sorry,
you're right.
My fault, gang.
That's all I'm saying. It's supposed to be a conversation, not muting half the time.
My fault, bro.
But is there anything that we just said that is out of the bounds of being critical of Embiid?
No. The first thing I said is scream. And if you were looking at my tweets, I was screaming the whole game. Why the fuck is Lopez open all fucking night? Because you're dropping back. You can't play drop coverage with Lopez because he can fucking shoot. I can't. That's the first thing I fucking said when I came on here. And if you look at my tweets, I've been saying it all night. Matter of fact, they had all open shooters all goddamn night. I have no fucking idea why we was helping on anybody except for Giannis. So why you leaving your man or looking to help against anybody else on Milwaukee? I have no fucking idea because it made no goddamn sense to me. Everybody was wide open tonight, and it made no sense. And that's why they made that last 3, because you fucking sagging on the white boy. You don't need no fucking help on him. And you left the fucking shooter wide open. So obviously he played awful defense today, except for coming back with a couple blocks off a fast break. But that's it. This defense was awful. But I'm talking about your statement. He's washed. That's the asinine thing that alerted me.
Change the title. Just change the title to space.
Oh no! I'm not changing the title. I'm not changing the title to space. Yo, y'all getting caught up in fucking titles after hearing what we're saying is crazy. Look, that if you were up,
I didn't hear anything else you said. I just came on here.
Okay, and that's fine. But if you're upset at me saying this nigga washed, then I guess you need to go talk to that nigga, tell him to get serious in the beginning of the fucking season. Because that right there is what's way more important. If the nigga was actually giving effort, nobody would be saying anything.
I mean,
so
bro,
y'all being upset about titles and spaces when your fucking favorite team is playing like shit in the first 2 or 3 games in a season in which every fucking game more than likely is going to matter, and fucking 5 to 6 teams are going all in this season. and you gonna give a fuck about a title in the space when that nigga, I'm out running that nigga up and down the court. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about my team. This is the first.
You
we
should
got
be.
like
2
5
winnable games.
players on the
2
team.
winnable games. And Embiid was
we got 5 new players on the team. Everybody got to learn to play with each other.
Y'all didn't lose and what we're saying is
one winnable game.
Y'all didn't lose because of those 5 new players.
We'll be fine.
Bro, let's be clear. Let's be clear.
I want everybody to keep the same energy. We'll be fine.
We keeping the same energy.
I hope y'all are fine.
We're 2 games in.
Oh, best believe I'm gonna keep the same energy. I am a Celtics fan after all.
We're 2
best
games
believe
in.
I'll keep the same energy.
I'm serious when I say I hope y'all are fine. But this is and we did the same thing last year where every other team was making fun of as well. Y'all niggas will sit here and these are irrefutable facts. Joel Embiid looks like he's out of shape. He's playing
he's
like
not
he's
out of shape. He's not out of shape.
So I wait.
So then he doesn't care. So then he doesn't care because there's no excuse that I'm watching him get outbeat by a 35-year-old man.
Not only that, I didn't say that he was out of shape. I said he looks like he's out of shape. So I'm hoping he's not out of shape. I hope he's not. But that's how he's playing. He's playing lethargic, lazy, low effort. That's how he's playing.
Yeah, but that was the whole team. If you watch the whole game, the whole team
and you know what? That's fine. But
yeah.
The whole team is not the fucking team that's telling me they're going to win DPOY. The whole team is not fucking crying, telling me they're supposed to win MVP. The whole team is not what y'all niggas argue about.
You do remember
fucking, No. Y'all do not argue if fucking Maxi's better than Jokic. Y'all niggas argue.
You mean Embiid. Oh, never mind.
So y'all niggas do not get here and fucking tell me about me holding fucking Joel Embiid to the same standard as Shake Milton. Fuck out of here.
The same fan base who not put 24 hours ago was clowning Jokic for Sexton blowing by him.
I'm not doing that this year.
Fucking fan
I'm not
base,
doing it. I'm not doing it.
It's the same fan
base. Y'all pass blame on fucking role players. We're talking about a nigga who's max money in his prime, supposed to win DPOY. I'm not holding that nigga to the same standard of Shake Milton.
Because I know the conversations we would have been having if number 1 in Philly was playing the way Joel Embiid was doing. I know the conversations we'd be having right now. I already know. This is a guy who you guys have continued to tell the world is just as good, if not better, than the guy in Denver. Game after game, year after year. Not put 24 hours ago, swipe how many times did you see Philly fans on your timeline tell you that this nigga got cooked by Sexton? How many times did you see it? Too many.
Not only that, Ash, how often, and I'm sorry to keep you on me, but I just make this last point. How often did y'all niggas argue Embiid is better than Jokic, implying that he's damn near the best player in the league solely off of fucking defense? This nigga then starts to fuck, and everybody's telling y'all niggas that he's not, and I'm not saying you are doing this. I'm not saying that you doing this, but this is the argument that has been set in stone for the last year. That this nigga is better than Jokic because of defense and defense alone. This nigga then comes out and he's performing like shit defensively. Low, and it's not even like the nigga's not capable. It's just a low effort. And what's crazy is these are some of the concerns that niggas try to highlight to y'all last year. Oh, no. He definitely way better than Jokic. So now we let y'all niggas, and again, I'm not saying that you specifically were saying this, but we let people run around believing that the defensive gap between Jokic and Embiid was massive. I just let y'all niggas have that. This year ain't happening, nigga. And what also is not going to happen is y'all niggas keep telling me about a fucking 6, 7, 8 man compared to the fucking superstar of the team. I'm not going to make a space telling you Shake Milton ain't hustling. Not going to do it. Hey, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. Because all throughout the offseason, none of y'all made a fucking space telling me how Shake Milton ain't hustling. It was Jokic and Embiid MVP, Embiid DPOY. Now all of a sudden, when it's blame, no. That's the whole team right there. That's the whole team right there. That's the whole team right there.
Mind you, the team looked as energetic as they did all night when his fat ass was off the floor.
We're not doing it this year. We're not doing it this year, bro. I'm not doing it this year, bro. Not doing it. I'm not doing it, bro. We're not doing it this year, bro. That nigga Embiid looked washed. He looks washed. He looks out of shape. I don't know if he is. Damn it, he looks injured. I don't know if he is. But that's what he looks like. That's the level of effort that he is giving.
Didn't we just see an article today produced by someone about Embiid, and Woj retweeted it? Someone did some shit like that today and talked about how Embiid, he's thinking this, he's thinking that.
I can't speak for nigga. I can't speak for other Sixers fans. I can speak for myself. I hold everybody accountable. Everybody. I don't care if it's Embiid. I don't care if it's Harden. I don't care if it's our coach. I hold everybody accountable. Just like I say the same thing every time when he have an off game. If you have a fucking off game and you know you having a fucking off game, get your ass on the fucking block and take everything to the fucking hoop. I say that every fucking time he have an off game. He still keeps shooting. So he ain't exempt to any fucking thing. So wrong person for that. So I don't care. Again, I don't care if it's Maxey. It don't matter. If player isn't doing what they should be doing, then I'm holding them accountable. I can't speak for nobody else.
Well, then the space isn't meant for you. Then the space just ain't meant for you, because this space is really meant for people in the whole community, and even people who prop up Embiid to that level.
They got 33-year-old Harden playing 40 minutes in a game too.
Jesus Christ.
He's about to burn out again.
And yeah, bro, it's not even like Harden, Embiid needing to get to the basket and this and that. Look, I always see on Twitter, Embiid free throw merchant, Embiid this, Embiid that. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen him go up for a layup and lay on the ground. At a certain point, you have 15 points. Why are you flopping every single play to get to the basket? Get down. That's the reason why Lopez keeps coming down in transition, being open for the three. No defense is being played because he wants to sit there for every single call.
And if it's not Lopez open,
points.
And if it's not Lopez open, I remember a play where Lopez
he
was
averaged
open.
like 12 free throws a game last year.
Nobody cares about what he's averaging, nigga. No one.
He gets to the line. He gets to the line.
We know he's fat ass can get to the line.
He just didn't. He wasn't aggressive.
There's no way. Hold on, wait. Yeah. There's no way in the same space you can say you hold everybody accountable, but every time there's legitimate criticism about your favorite player, your franchise player, you keep making excuses. He did not get to the line today. He did not get to the line consistently. He did not get to the line consistently. He did not get to the line consistently today. He did not get the line consistently against the Celtics. Every single time he gets touched is not a foul. So every single time he gets touched, he does not need to be laying on his back and looking at the refs.
I can't speak for that. I can't speak for why he goes to the floor.
Look, dead ass.
You're not holding him accountable. You want to hold yourself to a standard.
I can't speak
if you want to hold yourself to a standard. If you want to hold yourself to a standard of holding everybody accountable, you shouldn't be mad about a title of a space. You should be agreeing with the title of the space, if anything, because Embiid looks out of shape. Embiid looks lackadaisical. Embiid looks like he doesn't want to play basketball.
That's what he looks like. 2-minute warning.
In the second game.
He spent more time on the floor than he did playing defense.
Okay. So tell me this. Why did he look like this against the Celtics when it was a statement game?
It's not.
You're going against a team. You're going against the team that just made the finals. You're going against the team that just made the finals. You're going against the team that is
I'm not gonna let Ooga Booga talk happen in this fucking space.
It's a statement.
Not about this fat ass nigga.
Wait.
Not about him. I'm not gonna let it happen.
Wait. It's a statement game. Because, again, you're matching up against two of the better teams in the Eastern Conference. Every game is going to count, and you're trying to win these games so you don't split the series, so you don't end up being in these fucking 3 or 4-way ties with 3 or 4 different other teams like it was last year. Why the fuck are we acting like just last year? Not fucking 5, 6, 7 years ago. Bro, just last year, 3 teams ended up with fucking 51 win records last year. Bucks and Celtics, the same 2 fucking teams they just faced. And because the fucking record that the Sixers had against the Bucks and Celtics, they ended up with the fourth or whatever seed they ended up with.
The 4th seed, yes. Well, yes.
So why you like this is why I'd be frustrated, because y'all be talking like y'all don't know what we're talking about. You cannot sit here and say that games against the Bucks and Celtics don't matter when just last year all three of those fucking teams finished with the exact same record. They matter. You may think, hey, I'm gonna tell you, and this is why I come across how I come across. Hey, so that y'all niggas who ain't fucking won and eons ago, I'm gonna let you know from a nigga who roots for teams that knows how to win, the games matter. Those games matter. I know you ain't seen your team win bullshit. I know y'all niggas' bar is so fucking low that you allow a nigga to take a whole offseason off and not come back prepared.
A franchise that hasn't been to the finals in over 2 decades is saying that regular season wins don't matter, man.
Against
unserious, bro.
Against
it's
rival
unserious.
Teams. Against rival teams that just tied with the exact same record that y'all had last year. These games matter. They matter, bro. They matter. Fucking Embiid was running around with his head cut off in the latter part of the last season trying to win as many fucking games as possible.
I don't even know why I said finals. They haven't been to a conference finals in 2 decades, and they're telling me that these games don't... Are we serious? Are we serious, bro?
Hey, ask the Boston Celtics if that game mattered.
I'm saying,
bro. Ask Milwaukee if they mattered. Go ask 2 teams that actually been to the fucking finals and have won recently if they matter. Those games matter, nigga.
Jesus Christ, man.
And my thing is,
you missed what I said, but go with your agenda.
So let me just add this real quick because I ain't got a lot of time. But
my hand was up. Let's go.
Everybody's hand was up.
You got more clout.
Let's wipe a cook.
He said you got more clout.
Nah, DJ, I don't want to be disrespectful.
Steve was funny, bro. Steve was hilarious.
Nigga, somebody talk.
Go ahead, Swipe.
All right, listen. So I think here's the thing, bro. Like, I'm not even on the agenda still because I don't want to do that. Last year, Lo, you seen my timeline, Ash. You saw how Philly was all year, bro. I don't want nothing to do with that. I want everybody to play well. And any criticism I have for any player, just like Jokic doesn't have the verticality to be an elite rim defender, you want to say he gets picked on, I'm 1,000% cool with that. But the main issue that I come back to when we talk about Embiid and other players, but especially Embiid, is that maybe not in this community, but that fan base does not hold him to the same standard as Giannis gets held to, Jokic gets held to, Steph gets held to, Luka gets held to, LeBron gets held to, all them other players. But the fact of the matter is, he has had moments like this on a consistent basis where you got to go into a regular season wondering if he's going to be fully ready to play, if he wants to play basketball at a high level, and if he's ready to be the player that he says that he wants to be. And so this is the thing. Embiid, if you listen to the writers, they got upset with the 76ers last year because they were sending them stuff in the mail about Embiid pushing for MVP. Embiid was campaigning for it on when he was in press conferences and all that kind of stuff. The thing about Embiid is Embiid wants to be a great player. I know he does. He has shown he's a great player. But the issue I said, and I brought this up the other day to some folks, but when it comes to big games, Embiid has had too many moments like this versus the Celtics this year, versus the Bucks this year, last year to close the season, versus the Nets, versus the Celtics, versus the Nuggets, versus the Bucks, where he would not show up or he would get outgunned, outmanned, and outplayed by the next person across from him. Yeah, that happened. They got blown out by 50 last year. They lost to the Nets last year. They lost to the Bucks down the stretch. They lost to the Nuggets down the stretch. That absolutely happened. And that's a part of the reason why the MVP went the way it went. Because they said when he played against big games, they lost to the Nuggets down the stretch. That absolutely happened. And that's a part of the reason why the MVP went the way it went. Because they said when he played against big games, when it mattered, you couldn't trust him. And then in the playoffs, we know the history. Again, injuries is injuries. It is what it is. He gets injured in the playoffs. My whole thing with Embiid, I said last year I want him to improve his shot profile, stop baiting for fouls, be stronger at the rim, stop taking Kobe Bryant fadeaway mid-range shots, and work on being a smarter, more efficient player, and stop trying to bait everything that's in front of you because he falls so much that it's to the detriment of his own team.
Actively hurts them. His team doesn't even get Danny Green as well, but his team doesn't even get a chance to play defense in the full court.
And then today, Ash, prime example, Embiid tried to flop on a field goal attempt, got blocked by Giannis, and they ran down the court. Brook Lopez's slow self ran down the court. Embiid was stuck on the other end, asking for a foul on his knee. By the time he got across the court, Brook Lopez had shot a 3-pointer and it went in.
That's the exact play I was talking about.
And it went in. and they lost by 2 points today. So that's what I'm saying. It's little stuff. It's little stuff that separates you from being as great as you possibly can be. And that's the thing about Embiid that I want him to get to. I want him to get to a point where he no longer has to try to bait. Like, he can just out-physical you, out-muscle you. Because guess what? Shaq has been saying this about Embiid for years.
Since the day he got into this league.
I was looking at rankings, Ash, the other day from 2017-18 season, 2018-19 season. Embiid has been ranked as a top 10 player for over 5+ seasons almost. But yet, he seemingly has gotten better. But when we've needed him to improve in certain areas, he just simply hasn't done it yet. And the regression on defense is real, because this happened last year as well. And it wasn't just for a small time period. He regressed defensively last year. Now, some of that was usage. Some of that was offensive responsibility. 1,000%, I get it. But I think the thing that most bugs me from some Philly fans, not all, is that when Jokic gets exposed on defense, it becomes this whole thing that they want to celebrate it. They talk about it. This is why. And even, matter of fact, even content creators that are in Philly, even writers that are in Philly, they will go on, his trainer going on about this rant about his defense and how improved he is, top 5 defensive anchor. But the fact, last year versus Toronto, he was getting cooked in the playoffs. Miami, he was hurt. He was getting cooked in the series. And then we see to start this year off, he's been terrible. Like, it's been a rim run, layup line. And again, I think that he's going to be great. By the time January comes around, I think he can have 4 months of dominance. I know he will, because that's what he does. But what I want to see for him is from now, start season, can you be one of the greats? And that's the question that he is now. It doesn't mean he can't do it, but there's just something in his mind that is not there yet at 28 years old for him to turn into that player. But I'll go ahead and leave it there.
I got to say, I feel like all this, like, nobody's held Embiid accountable. I really feel like that's just revisionist history. Like, I think especially during the Jimmy Butler season when we had Embiid, literally, when we lost that series, of course, everybody was saying, of course, oh, we only lost because Kawhi Leonard got a lucky bounce, this and that. No, I feel like I've heard almost every Philly fan pretty much say, yo, Embiid was not aggressive. Embiid was letting Jimmy Butler, like, Jimmy was the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Low, make DJ co-host. I can bring another nigga up because he's active. Or I don't know, some nigga. I don't know.
Hey, I was the first nigga here.
Yeah, whatever nigga you want to make co-host.
But anyway, they was just, they, you know, like, I just felt like we've had a lot of Embiid isn't, even like the whole, what's it called? The whole criticism that Shaq was giving Embiid when he was playing those first 2 seasons, when he first, you know, got Rookie of the Year. Like I said, the whole Jimmy Butler season. I feel like there's been a lot of criticism towards Embiid.
Anytime Embiid is on TNT, anytime Embiid is on TNT, you hear Shaq and Chuck say the same thing. I think this got to be the 4th year where I'm hearing them say, duck in and demand the ball like a man. Stop going out like you Kevin Durant. He is 7 feet 280, and he thinks he's KD. Get in the fucking post. And it's not just for his.
We did forget that he won the scoring title.
It's not just his score. I'm not gonna debate that. It's not just his scoring. It's also his passing and his playmaking. You duck him in easier. It opens up the game because it makes double teams harder to do. But when you have a guy he has a good handle for a big man, but it's a limited handle. You have a guy with a limited handle out there, controlling the ball 20 feet out like him. He's so easy. It's so easy to play gap, trap him, dig, do all these things that has constantly held Embiid back in big games against in big and very strong defenses. It's why every time he goes into Boston, he's putting up a disaster class.
Hey, wait, Embiid just
declined. That's not true.
Hold on. Embiid just declined to do his post-game interview as well.
Oh, wow. And to Sixer fans, like, I want to say this. It's about Embiid playing complementary basketball. He doesn't, like, him utilizing his size in a different manner will help the rest of the players on the team. He doesn't do that enough. He doesn't play complementary basketball. And it's like, you wouldn't expect your stars to have to do that a lot, and I get it. But if he utilized his skill set in a different manner and just said, you know what, I'm going to focus on going and dominating and manning the paint on both sides of the floor, the Sixers will be so much better because of it. He won't do that, though. And that it's to the detriment of the entire basketball team. And that's
and I'll really be honest, all people are saying. In terms of Embiid versus Jokic, Like, I'm gonna be completely real. I think Embiid can definitely be better than Jokic. Like, if you look at his numbers, his assist numbers aren't terrible. Like, if he just dominated
Bro, y'all
in the
gotta
paint,
let that go, bro. I can't lie.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
sick of
if
hearing
he
that.
dominates in
In the stratosphere.
Nah, let that one go.
In the stratosphere.
Don't if you gonna say it,
he was never
not assist.
Not right now. At least
never.
Yeah,
never be on that man's level.
It's not even that. Bring up assists.
Never.
I mean, so serious when I say Embiid could average like 1 assist less than Jokic, and Jokic would still be a noticeably better playmaker.
He will never be on his level.
It's not close.
Never.
But the one thing I agree with Philly fans though, if the gap is supposed to be made, it's supposed to be made on the defensive end. And so when he just doesn't do that, bro, the fucking Lakers stink.
But at some point, that intangible stuff matters.
I don't mean Embiid
what is the bullshit screaming? Come on, never. How is he never going to be on his
level?
That nigga called you boy.
He doesn't have that.
What is this little boy talking about?
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie.
He's not going to be as good as Jokic.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time for utter redacteds to come on this fucking space, lie, and act like grown men. He's gone. He's gone from the fucking space.
What's going on?
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm trying to watch the game.
I can't have that bitch ass nigga come on this.
Oh, now Kawhi is cooking.
And lie.
Oh God. Okay.
I know. Lie like that. Bro. That nigga's gone.
Yo, this game is fucking getting out of hand and quick, boy. This game,
yeah, it's getting nasty.
You niggas are watching that game.
And it's actually the seats were empty to begin the game. Like,
yeah, it was. I noticed that as well. This crowd did not fill up for a Lakers.
Your team don't believe in you, nigga.
Not selling tickets no more.
They don't believe.
No. Yo, wait, can we get Chef? Can we get some people?
Yeah, let's go, man.
Hey, man, it's not even Lakers town no more, man. It's not Lakers town.
I'm trying to watch a Laker game, and boy, the Lakers stink, boy.
Hey, man, that nigga came up here and said, I'm not gonna let this little boy scream and talk about my team like this. Hey, ass, bro.
Luke Kennard just has AD.
Luke Kennard just fucked AD up.
I ain't gonna.
He missed the layup, so don't count.
He got that.
He recovered, bro. So don't count, bro.
He recovered. Y'all can hear me
Chef, go ahead.
Y'all can hear me though? All right. Speaking about Philly, right? It's not Embiid's fault.
Yo, JTA is really the wing defender. What the?
This nigga says Harden's fault?
I know.
Bro, get off the space. Get off the space. You're lying.
Good.
You're lying. Get off the space.
Wait. Can y'all just let him talk?
Wait. I want to hear if he's gonna say something that is true or not. This nigga's just trolling. Why is it Harden's fault?
Can I make one more point? Just this last point. I just want to finish the point I was trying to make. I'm not saying obviously he will not be as good as fucking Jokic. Like, Jokic is a fucking top passer in the league. But the point that I'm trying to make is if Embiid just dominates in the paint and pass out like how he was doing when they had Steph Curry on the team, I'm just saying he could get them numbers up just a little bit, and you could make that argument between them. Obviously, this nigga was fucking shit. It's terrible, but
y'all have to stop looking at counting stats.
Y'all have to stop looking at assist numbers and believing that is the only way to correlate to making. I'm serious when I say he could be averaging the same amount of assists as Jokic, and he's not going to be the same playmaker.
Do y'all know what potential assist is?
He's not the same playmaker, but I get what you're saying. Chef, what were you trying to say?
Chef, be very careful with these Lakers 10 words that come out your mouth.
Please stop, Wes. You're trolling me right now.
Chef, what do you have to say?
Niggas trolling me, what? Chef, are you there or not? If not, we
good steal, Russ. Good steal. And what?
You did get a steal.
No. Fuck.
That shit is crazy.
Chef, Chef, what do you have to say?
They still got the bucket though.
We got the bucket though.
Hey, can you shut your black asses up? Chef is here.
I didn't know I got muted. All right, so basically, Harden's play style brings a negative to a system, like any system, because he doesn't play.
He's gone. Anyways, I'm gonna bring somebody.
Seriously. People have been using. People have been
saying he
was low key spitting.
People have been
niggas. Hey, you know what's crazy? This nigga just act like the Brooklyn Nets first year never happened. He just said, "Yeah, Harden's play style is a black hole."
There's no way he caught that nigga a black hole and watched that nigga Embiid for the past 2
There's
games.
no way he watched Harden actually it changed his game. When has Harden ever taken a
step back.
Harden altered his game the entire night, partially because this nigga wasn't rolling to the rim hard enough, but also because they were just playing drop and was literally taking he was taking what they were giving him and making them. It's not as if like nigga was like ball hogging and missing his shots. Like the nigga was scoring. So I don't know.
The nigga legitimately altered his game.
And Trey,
he altered his game 3 years in a row, bro.
No, wait, hold on.
3 years in a row, he altered his game,
dropped
bro.
16 in the fourth quarter.
He altered his game in Brooklyn. He altered his game in Philly. For the last 3 seasons, we've seen James Harden do everything he can to win. Now, I do give him slack for how he played last season with the Nets. He gave up completely, and that was the worst thing I've ever seen someone do at his level.
It was a week of not playing, nigga.
There's no way this nigga Darvin
he gave up, but at the same time, bro, he's changed his game every new team he's played for, bro. He's tried to win at every level like he possibly can. There's no way you look at that game and you say Harden's the reason that these niggas are 0-2 right now.
And by the way, Lo, thank you for bringing that point up, because that's another thing I forgot. This fat ass nigga doesn't roll. He doesn't roll.
He doesn't roll.
He does BS screens. If y'all looked at the screens he's doing, he literally
he sets some of the laziest screens I've ever seen.
And literally just looks like he's like
him and Drew was playing Ring Around the Rosie,
bro.
And Lo, I don't get it. Wait, DJ, let me finish. Let me finish this one point. And this is my problem, because they compare Embiid to these other all-time bigs. Like I heard the other day, Embiid's a top 10 center ever. Those other top 10 centers ever, they had big offensive loads. A lot of them did. So this thing they like to do and act like Embiid is it's beyond him to do the intangibles.
What a finish by Lonnie Walker. That was crazy.
Because of offensive load. It's crazy. You tell me this fat ass nigga can't go set a screen and roll? Really?
Yo,
way off T back at it again.
To Dwight Howard, to Anthony Davis. I'm so sorry if I ever said this thing was better than peak AD. I was lying.
Wait, you said that?
There's no way Paul George pulled that shot. That nigga's crazy.
Yeah, no way Paul George
can we get 2 more people? I think there's 2 more people who just joined, because I gotta watch the Lakers game. So
you gotta watch them lose, nigga. You don't have to watch shit, nigga.
Nigga, stop. Russ doing this thing tonight. No cap.
Bro, what is?
Nah, he's not hitting shots.
Bro, stop.
No, I don't care. He's playing defense, so I don't.
Yeah, he's playing complimentary.
I don't go into
creating and playing defense.
West, I don't go into these games thinking that Russ is going to make his shots. As long as he's playing defense and creating.
Wow. This nigga's nasty.
That's crazy.
I'm so nasty.
I'm fine, bro. I just like that corner 3 he just missed. I'm fine with that, nigga. I was not expecting that nigga to make it, bro. Don't worry.
What if he misses a wide open? You're gonna be happy with that?
Hey, Lo,
no. The wide open layup he missed was crazy, but AD did clean it up, so I'm fine. And also,
Hey, Lo, my nigga Make or Miss will have a video about this Joel Embiid situation in Philly coming out very soon. Make or Miss. I will send you the video when it's done, my nigga. Trust me.
LeBron is 3 of
my
8,
Make or Miss. He's in the BBU Discord. Bro.
Yo, can we get Hardini and Yanni, and then we're closing out.
I didn't even see it, but LeBron
yo, bro,
is 3 of 8.
I got 2 quick things to say, bro. Number 1, everybody who told me that the Nets won the trade, I need $20 in my cash. Right?
Oh, you sound like an
every last one of you. Number 2,
what's going on here?
Number 2, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on with your mic, my boy.
Wait, Hardini, try the second point again, because you're cutting out. Try it again.
Oh, see, I'm telling you, Joel trying to fuck me up, bro. You can hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you better now.
Yeah, Joel already know. He send that Yaounde magic and shit. He trying to
Yaounde.
Listen. This man, Joel Embiid. Y'all been telling me all summer. Let's see how James Harden comes back. You see him. I don't see Joel. Hey, where's Joel at? Can y'all find him for me? We lost by 2 points. That man was 6 for 21.
Lakers playing defense.
Oh my God.
Lakers trying to Yo, it's actually almost a tie game.
Bro, that's nasty. Somebody find Joel for me. No cap. James Harden's here,
the Clippers doing, bro? Blow these niggas out, bro. Come on, bro.
The Lakers finally playing defense.
I'm trying to get some good. I'm trying to get some funny Lakers spaces tonight, bro. To ease my pain.
Yanni, close.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I need Westbrook to do good. I ain't gonna lie. Wait. Bullied for no reason.
Yanni, close this up, please.
Another missed layup, but he got fouled. It's okay. He got fouled.
Well,
free throw line. Free throw line.
She knows ball. Yo, Wes, I'm telling you, I don't have those expectations are gone, bro. She knows ball.
Listen, Lo, he's like he's defending, he's playmaking.
That's all I care. Hey, that's all I care. Those two things right there, defending and playmaking. That's all I care.
Being smart with the basketball, type shit. Yeah.
Yanni
going once.
Are you saying? Oh, Yanni, nigga, that's an A at the end. Why you say
Yana?
Yana.
It says Yana, nigga. What the
I'm
hell?
fucking. But then
Yana, what do you have to say about your boy Embiid?
Well, I'm a big fan of Embiid, but like I missed the whole point of the discussion. But they're probably
good. Look at the title.
Why y'all laughing, bro? Like, y'all chill.
I'm laughing because she said she's an Embiid fan, nigga. That's why I'm laughing.
Oh, come on, Ash. Come on, bro. Be civil.
There's nothing wrong with her. I'll tell you.
You're not real.
This nigga. Wait. Let her finish so we can close this out. Okay, I want to close it out.
I'm saying that if you don't think Sixers fans are holding Joel Embiid accountable of what he did, you're probably on the wrong side of the Sixers Twitter, because I've seen a lot of tweets saying that, well, he's probably not washed, but he's lazy and the lazy start to this season. It won't justify it, because he should be making a statement if he wants that MVP. So I'm not gonna defend him. That was ass, but I still think that Doc needs to go.
He does, yes.
He does. Yes, he does.
And as of now, it's Harden's team.
Jesus.
Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Wait. Let me ask you this question.
I got an orgasm from hearing it loud.
Oh my God! Please stop. So my follow-up question would just
Harden's
be simple.
Team.
Hold on, wait, bro, please shut the fuck up. My follow-up question with that would be: were you in here when the other gentleman was speaking?
The one who was screaming, yes.
So the other Philly fan, he was a Philly fan.
Yeah, I saw that. And
so, and I'm hoping to believe that people, yes, hold him accountable, and I'm pretty sure they did to a degree. But the problem is, like, when we were making assessments out of him from last year, what things were being said about Embiid and his scoring ability and lack of playmaking that are just irrefutably true. His response was, instead of agreeing upon it and seeing how that also is impacting what just occurred this game, his response was, well, that didn't stop him. He still led the league in scoring. It's like, bro, nobody didn't say what he did is going to prevent him from leading the league in scoring. It's just that it puts a hindrance on the team's success. And so I think the problem that many people have, especially over the summer, because it was a discussion in the community, is that we'll have this conversation about, really, and to be fair, this goes for every fan base. We'll have the discussion about a player, and then it's immediately rebutted with, well, da-da-da-da-da-da. Embiid, for whatever, is trying to be thrown in these conversations, and understandably so, where I just don't think, and I think many people also don't believe he belongs. And when bringing up legit concerns that puts limitations on not only his game but the team's, it's always followed with a but. And it's hard to identify it, especially when, either people may overlook it, or when fucking Jokic has to go up against Steph Curry in the first round, and of course he looks bad in high screen and rolls, and people have been saying Embiid also would suffer from that same
about that
fate.
Laker defense?
So all I'm saying is I hope that is to be the case, but do you kind of understand why people the response is that?
Actually, that was just a bad look from a Sixers fan. I don't think, bro, he was defending Embiid, and you're not a real Philly sports fan if you're not willing to shit on your player if he plays trash, man.
He sounded like he only listens to Beanie Siegel, so I understand.
That's facts. Go give Yana a follow. She's spinning right now.
Okay, was
0-for-7 over the half. Everybody, please give her a follow because she's correct. And listen, I'm just gonna say before we end the space, Lo, Embiid is gonna play better, right? Embiid's gonna play better, and I'm not gonna be mad. I'm probably gonna be on. I ain't gonna lie to him. I'm probably gonna be on here sucking this nigga's dick. No homo. I'm probably gonna be on here sucking this nigga's dick, right?
Okay, we heard you, nigga. We heard you the first time.
But these issues, these flaws we're seeing, they do need to change. This isn't something relative to this season. His laziness, his foul baiting, his lack of court attention or whatever, court awareness on the offensive end. All these issues, they are there. They've always been there, and they do need to change if Philly wants to get a chance. Doc Rivers can go. Harden can look like whatever, right? But unless Embiid makes those necessary evolutions to his game, this team's not going to a finals. They're capping as a conference finals team at best. They're not going to the finals if Embiid can't get those inherent flaws minimalized. They just aren't. They just aren't. You know what I mean? So I think that's all what I've seen moving forward. Harden will be ringless. I accepted it a long time ago. I'm just
okay.
It pains me to say it, man. It pains me to say it. NMZ, DJ, our boys, it's finished. Harden, he's not getting it, bro.
If y'all,
hell no, man.
He's finished, man.
If y'all enjoyed it, make sure y'all follow everybody on the speakers right now. Lakers played really great defense to close out the half. So
nobody care about those fucking Lakers.
They gonna lose.
Yeah, man. Follow me, man. My account got clapped.
Low. Harden for us. Harden for us.
You know, Harden for us.